I was very conscious of the plight of the orangutan. So we decided that we would go out to Borneo and volunteer at the project, try and make a difference. So I wore my Vibrams in Borneo. I didn't fall over once. My colleagues were slipping and sliding all over the place. So I was in the RAF for a number of years, the footwear that we had to wear in the military was military-style boots. And I left the RAF and went into the police, and again, you wear the same kind of boots, military-style, heavy, thick, leather, clumpy boots. I just found them so uncomfortable. It was such a release at the end of each day to free my feet from the confines of these heavy leather boots. So I started looking for alternative footwear that would help my feet as opposed to suffering in them day in, day out. I'd read the science and I liked the thought behind how it can benefit you in many, many ways. I liked the idea behind a glove for your foot, effectively. The fact that your toes were free all the time. I tried other footwear, but I was never as comfortable as I am when I'm wearing my Vibram FiveFingers. So I found that you have to be careful when you first transition to barefoot shoes, any barefoot shoe. It can take a toll on your calves, for example. You're using your muscles in a different way. So going back to work each day, when I put my police boots on, it's a hateful relationship, let's say. I wouldn't say I'm unsteady, but I'm aware that I'm having to change the way I walk. When I'm at home at the weekends or if I'm on holiday, if I'm not barefoot, then I'm in my Vibrams. So my wife and I, Suzanne and I, we're very passionate about animal welfare, have been for many years, and I was very conscious of the plight of the orangutan. They're being displaced, their natural environment is being changed by humans, and as a result, their habitat is being lost. They have nowhere to go. Charities like BOSS take steps to try and rescue these animals, rehabilitate these animals. They go as far as purchasing huge swathes of forest so they can release them back into the wild if they're able to be released. If it wasn't for people like them, I don't know where these animals would be. The work that they do is so fantastic, and we wanted to contribute to that. So we decided that we would go out to Borneo and volunteer at the project to try and make a difference. Albeit, it's a small part to the bigger picture, but we wanted to do our part. So I wore my Vibrams in Borneo every day. They were absolutely great. I think they're fantastic for traveling. Somewhere like that, it was a hot climate, and they breathe really well, so my feet weren't hot and sweaty. Other volunteers were either wearing welly boots or thick, chunky hiking boots, your traditional sort of hiking boot. And at the end of the day, they were desperate to get these boots off because their feet were hot and sweaty. I felt great. I could wander through streams and rivers without batting an eyelid because, yes, whilst they're not waterproof, they dry out really quickly. You had to traverse uneven landscape, and there's lots of fallen trees, and your feet can grip just like your hands can grip, climbing over logs and trees and moving through undergrowth. I didn't fall over once. My colleagues were slipping and sliding all over the place. We're looking at either Costa Rica, maybe included in that. We'll do a week at a self-sustaining yoga farm where the Vibram KSOs will be perfect for that. But if we don't go to Costa Rica, we'll look at going to Peru. We'll hike up to Machu Picchu. It's a long old hike over about 6 or 7 days, and my feet and legs are strong enough that I can wear them for the entire hike, and I can't wait to do it. So when I get stopped in the street by people, which has happened, I was being challenged in the post office one day by a complete stranger asking me, "What have you got on your feet? Can you tell me what they are?" I'll just say to people, whilst they might look unusual, once you're wearing them and you understand how they can benefit you in so many ways, you won't think of them in a negative way. It strengthens up your feet, because there's so many muscles in your feet that people just don't use, and it strengthens your ankles and it improves your gait and your posture. Everybody loves to walk around on the beach or on their plush carpet at home barefoot. The beauty of these Vibrams is you can be barefoot all the time, and that's how I feel when I'm wearing them.